Gaslighting. Meanwhile, yeah, look at these demons. White House laughs off Kevin McCarthy's invitation to Joe Biden to visit the southern border. Yeah, get out of here with this border thing. Just be aware of this, that they're laughing it off. They're laughing off this invitation to come to the border. And we have this Jean-Pierre coming out, right? Karine Jean. Yeah, he's been there. Look, he's been there. You're not totally lying. They're laughing it off. And now, take a look. Biden, it's on record, he's saying, I've been there before and I haven't. I mean, I know it well. Yeah, I guess I should go down. He's admitting he's never been there. I haven't had a whole hell of a lot of time to get down there. Yeah, with this border, stop bothering, stop interfering with my, my little secret trips to Delaware with my skiff meeting. Nobody knows about it. Of course, Bernie's kind of ruining it, but nobody knows who Bernie is. Yeah, don't stop interfering with my skiff Delaware vacation. I ain't got this kind of time. I ain't got no time for this border thing. They're laughing it off. Gaslighting. Biblical gaslighting, ladies and gentlemen. But here's more gaslighting.
It was 10 days ago the president again said, President Biden, maybe you try to talk him out of it. I don't know what you do when he says it. But when he says we're going to end drilling domestically, that causes the major oil producers to not want to invest long term. How can you give me, you say we like them, we want them to produce. Give me a number on how long. Do you want them to do it for 5 more years? For 10 more years? How long will we need these major oil producers to keep drilling? What does he mean we're going to end drilling? When?
Well, eventually we're going to be phasing out the use of oil. That's just so.
Yeah. We're going to phase out that oil thing. Don't worry. We're going to phase you guys out. Be aware they're talking this way. They're moving straight ahead. This is really brilliant on the part of the military to let this level of evil and gaslighting just metastasize in front of the whole world. While they're losing, all of their media is falling apart. All of them. CNN, MSNBC, all of them. Meanwhile, I just want to throw this out. Be aware of this. I just want to be able to say that I think I'm one. I suspect that I'm one of the few podcasters covering this. This is conspiracy theory time. No evidence whatsoever, but it is interesting that not one, not two, not three, not four. This is getting boring. Not 5 think of statistics. 5 cars that happen to be rented by Biden's Secret Service in Nantucket burst into flames. We don't know how this happened. 5 cars. And if you read this, nobody's even trying to explain it. They're just saying, at 5:22 in the morning, we just observed this active fire in the rental car overflow area, and it just happens that they activated the emergency system and responded to the fire. Combined fire resources responded and contained the fire. We've contained the fire, and that's the end of the story. Go back to your regular story. Go back. The story's over. Go back. Really? 5 cars that just happened to be rented by the fake regime? It ain't like anything was in those cars, any documents or... Again, totally conspiracy theory. I don't know. I'm just looking at the mathematical thing, but never mind. All right, people. A lot of people don't know about this next story, but it did go out on Monday. I just picked up on it today, and I thought, really? Yeah, this is just a couple of 48 hours ago.
APD says employees here at the Heretic gave them a call after the threat started spreading on social media. Take a look at this troubling video that police say the suspect posted to his Instagram.
And everybody probably has seen this story by now. Great Awakening, Biden's non-binary head of nuclear waste. Another tranny running around. This tranny gets it inserted into our government, and God's justice is stepping in because this demon was caught stealing luggage at an airport worth $2,000. And I was wondering the other day, was this a sting operation by the Patriots? Or is this just basically the book of Proverbs unfolding where God laughs at his enemies? And these people stumble in their own way. Be aware of this. And there it is. This person is facing felony charges. Think about it. It makes no sense. And let's move on, right? That's enough of this garbage. More Guardians of the Pedophile. Of course, we've been tracking this. We're not going to spend too much time on this. Be aware, Balenciaga had what creative control of controversial photo shoot? Really? What are the odds of that? This lawsuit against ad agency is a PR stunt. Boom. It is. It's all coming out. Obviously, we said this on this channel. And now Balenciaga claims in its lawsuit that the defendant, including certain documents presumably printed out in the Supreme Court decision, right? In the 2008 case, United States versus William, in the shoot without Balenciaga's knowledge. Yeah, right. We talked about this, and now a spokesperson for set design, this Nicola Jargon, who worked on the ad that featured SCOTUS documents, told the Washington Post the printouts, quote, were obtained from a prop house that were rental pieces used on film photo shoots. And they are confirming that, again, everybody knows about this, that it's all smoke and mirrors. Boom. Like I needed somebody to come out with this information to everybody knows they approved the ads. This is all monkey business. Be aware of this. A little climate change, great reset update. A lot of you guys probably know this, that in Amsterdam, and there it is, great reset in full force, Dutch. In the Netherlands, Dutch government plans to shut down up to 3,000 farms to comply and meet EU green goals. So this is all part of the Great Reset, this experiment against humanity. How many people are going to die of this? Are they going to get away with this? Will they, the enemy, ever be able to walk down the streets? God be with Europe. Speaking of Europe, they're panicking. EU threatens Musk with Twitter ban. Really? European Union threatened Elon Musk with a ban on Twitter if demands are not met over banned accounts. So think about it. They're panicking. They are panicking that channels and platforms like Truth and RTV are going to be returning to Twitter. And content moderation, targeted advertising, and an audit. According to a report Wednesday in the Financial Times, the threat came during a video conference call between Musk and the EU commissioners. There it is. They're panicking about being exposed. Think about it. The EU The same people working with Zelensky, who he also is coming out. Zelensky's like, what are we going to do with Twitter? All this stuff. They're all panicking about this no big deal billionaire. Leave him alone already. This is only about the war. We're in a real war. The war is real. That's why this channel exists. You got it. Anyway, I'm narrating this war, and we're going to see how this war ends. Lord willing. If I'm, who knows how long we're going to be in this, doing this. And we have more problems with the panic of the deep state.
When are you guys going to delete the White House Twitter account?
Why would we do that?
Well, you're saying that you're keeping an eye on Twitter because it might not be a suitable platform, so why use it?
Look, I want to be very clear here. The president has always said, and he has been very clear in his belief that it is important of social media platforms to continue to take steps to reduce hate speech and misinformation. And will continue to say that.
Yeah, that's everything that's everything with them. Oh, this hate speech and misinformation, it's like this package already established. They are the authority. So that's part of what's happening when she's saying this. Look, we are the authority on what is misinformation. So we have always taken this position.
But media platforms make independent choices about their information that they present. And so, look, I don't have anything to share on any policy or any changes that we will be making. We have multiple platforms, as you know, that we utilize to communicate with the American people.
When you say that you're going to be monitoring some of the speech on there, if you see something that you don't like, would you try to shut Twitter down?
So look, when you talk about monitoring, it is, I hate to break it to you, Peter, just like everybody else, we very much monitor the news. We pay.
I'm sure you are monitoring. That ain't your job. So she's trying to downplay the fact that they're monitoring, they're in this panic monitoring of Twitter because of what is happening. Why they're panicking. Let's divert back to, I like this topic in a way, and it's one of the topics that I'm talking about on the members channel today, on the VIP side. This doesn't go away, because this topic is future-proofing past on this channel. And I know that this topic is going to alienate some people because they were believing what I was believing 8 years ago, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. I get it. I know all those websites. So let's go back to this briefly because there is something real juicy coming out. First, Trump comes out. Nick Fuentes' anti-Semitic views wouldn't have been accepted if he raised them at dinner. Okay. And we know that Trump, again, some people think that Trump is beyond being fooled, but we're going to prove tonight that, again, this channel is vindicated. I said it, that this was a stunt pulled off against Trump. And again, this channel tonight is vindicated. Before we get to that, though, I just want to throw it out because in this article, yeah, Trump is coming out. Trump is still, by the way, notice that Trump is avoiding the topic. He knows he's been played, but just like in the midterms, again, people, it is very rare that somebody can play Trump. This is an exception because he is brilliant, but he is also a very, very nice. Again, one of the takeaways of the story is that Trump is a very, very nice guy. And he's loyal to his friends. God bless him. So this is actually a good thing when you look at it spiritually. But anyway, Trump, he knows it. And because of that, Trump has been quiet lately. But today, he finally, after several days of quiet, being quiet on this topic, he did say that he would not have accepted Mr. Nick Fuentes when he was asked. But in this article, they point out some of Fuentes' positions that people should be aware. Obviously, we have Mitch McConnell coming out. We talked about that yesterday. And Fuentes was at the Charlottesville situation back in 2017. Think staged situation. And he's also has said in the past that his own existence is absolutely harmed by Jewish people. And in 2019, a clip emerged of Fuentes denying the Holocaust, and Fuentes called Donald Trump disavowing white supremacy, like he should, quote, totally wrong and a big mistake. So, and he was angry that Trump was trying to unite everyone after the Charlottesville situation. So he's on record being against Trump. He also said Jim Crow laws, segregated water fountains, and schools were all, quote, better for white and black people. So he is pro-segregation. Check out the members channel. I didn't see this till after my members channel production from today, by the way. I didn't know that. So he sounds like pro-KKK. But all that aside, bear with me. Boom. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this. There it is. It's coming out today. Milo Yiannopoulos is coming out today. So not only was Nick Fuentes not happy with Trump in the past, but now this Milo, he's coming out and says he arranged. There it is. He arranged to inject Fuentes into Trump's dinner. What, to make Trump's life miserable, right? He's admitting. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't read this, he said it, that he did it on purpose to get at Trump. There it is. He told the outlet he was the architect behind the plan. Yeah, he's describing this operation. And I'm the only... All right, I'm getting all excited. Only on Truth and Art TV. This is what I said the very first night. I said, to me, this smells like an operation. Go back and watch the podcast from several days ago. And now it's coming out. I get excited in a positive way. In a negative way, but then it turns into positive. Like I'm upset that... Then I realize, you know what? It is what it is. Think about it. There it is. This plan of having Fuentes travel with Yi so that he could infiltrate the dinner. And then he said he wanted, quote, wanted to show Trump the kind of talent that he's missing out on by following his terrible handlers to dictate who can and can't hang out with. He can't hang out with. I also wanted to send a message to Trump that he has systematically, repeatedly neglected office, and that kind of behavior comes back to bite you in the end. Boom! This bitter demon, he knows what. Be aware of that. What does the Constitution say about it? My arguments come with a strong base to it. Think about it, it's not a coincidence. Also, I'm just going to throw this out. There's some good news, right? Kevin McCarthy letter to House January 6th committee demands staff preserve documents, vows, hearings on lax Capitol security. Just throwing it out. McCarthy talking big, telling the J6 phony committee to save their documents. Preserve your documents. We're not playing with you guys. That sounds like somebody that Trump would endorse for that position. Just me. I know a lot of you guys don't agree with me, but moving on.